Well, we got a new piece of equipment today. Traded our old John Deere CT322 for JCB 270T. Now, those might be a little strange numbers for you. The skid steer, it's something we use quite a bit. And this is what we got. See, while it's still clean, big reason that we got this is because a couple of us are getting old. And we'd like to climb over the bucket with this. Look at this, side entry. Open it up, climb right in. That just is a whole lot easier. Now, jury's still out on how much better it is, but we'll know. It looks pretty strong. There's only the one arm here on the right hand side, but it is massive, the size of that. It's got all the hookups, and if you remember from episode of last winter, Reese was pushing snow with the one we had. He was complaining about the cold. You know, there's no cab, everything comes over the front, comes right in on you. So this should be better. Step here and step here. Just make a little turn. And there you go. That is much easier. Put that down, put this down. Fires right up. You can change the controls here to work Trax independently. Right track, left track, or you can do all the steering with one and all the bucket with the other. That changes right there if you so desire to do that. And there's ways to change the bucket speed. T mode 2, let's get that down to 1. That's track mode. If you can see that, track mode. There's 3 modes, 1, 2, 3 for speed. Until I learn how to use it, I probably need it slow. But looks pretty good. We'll see what it'll do. It has a 3-speed ground drive. There is creeper, normal, and fast. I'm going to take it out here to the pile of asphalt. Just see what it does with it. Boy, good visibility of the bucket. Couldn't see the cutting edge on the other one very good. I may need to slow that down too. Breakout force is a lot better. This stuff is really hard. It's been here a while. So we'll give it a little slack. Boy, happy with that. Picks it up idle. Yeah. That's alright. Good job. Certainly got a lot more power than we had. Maybe we'll see about putting the forks on. See if we can pick up a pilot of corn. Look at that, come right off. Right. Oh man, that was tough, huh? Let's see what we got. Look at that. Can you see that? Picks it up, it's idle. Picks it up at idle. That's impressive. Way more than we had. All right, I am happy with that. We'll look with the door open. You can see a little step there at the track. You just walk right in. Pretty nice. Safety glass all the way around. Front windshield, they said to replace it for $100. So evidently somebody's broken one. Burning the paint off the muffler, I can hear or smell that. The engine, top mount radiator. like battery disconnects. There's that one massive arm. They told me they've not had one fail. I'm sure somebody somewhere has, but they had no experience with that. 5 bogies on there on the Trax. Get all the hookups in front for accessories. Seems pretty nice. I think we'll probably like it. Something we use a lot of days. We get them for just a couple hours to do this job or that. Goes on a trailer and take it to Indiana or Robinson, wherever we need to go to do a small job. It don't get a lot of hours, but it gets a lot of different days use.
Sunday afternoon. We got 2 to 3 tenths of rain in most places yesterday. Just an all-day sprinkle pretty much. So as dry as it was, it soaked it in pretty good. So I'm gonna hop back in. I don't know if I'll get all the yellow corn planted in Indiana today, but I'll at least get most of it. And I'm down deep in the hole as far south as we go. At least get this done here so I can get closer to the shed. Then get switched over to the white corn tomorrow. Hopefully knock it out tomorrow and get moved back to Illinois. Do the last 20 or 30 acres, whatever's over there. Spent the morning cleaning out my planter of all the little bit of yellow corn that was left in it. Got done with yellow in Indiana last night. Pretty good day. I don't know what I did. 230 acres, something like that. Good afternoon. And we got that cleaned out. Filled up with some white corn. Filled up with some liquid. Now I got a 280 acre field of white corn to plant. Then I'll be done in Indiana. Should get that done easy today, as long as nothing bad happens. Then all I got left is like 15 acres of yellow back home. So probably get that in the morning. So plant 2021's almost over. Got a few tests we're doing here. Mixing in some ATS with my 2x2 versus not with it, and also testing our Verdesian graphite mix. Again, did that in several places. So. And spring finally showed up. Supposed to get 80 degrees today. T-shirt. Stuff's really gonna start growing now. Thankful for a cab, it is dry. Thankful for auto steer. I wouldn't be able to see a marker line right now. It's not going this fast. But everything's going good. Singulation's at 100%, spacing 98.5. Ground contact. This is something I adjust a lot. This is the main thing I'm looking at a lot of times. I like bouncing right below 100. If I was stuck on 100, they say that'd be too much all the time. So the thing I go to look at is that, and then I'll adjust my downforce so I get that bouncing around a little under 100. But one thing, you set the downforce of how much force you want on your gauge wheel back there, and then it applies row by row, so that gets right now. See, those two are in a sprayer track, so they're applying a little downforce while the rest of these are actually lifting up. And my net applied force is over 100 pounds that it's lifting up, which I think is pretty neat because I'm in some really sandy, loose stuff here, and you know, just the weight of the unit is too much and it gives you more of a divot than you want, and then that will, you know, that's a place for water to sit. So this delta force is the first thing I've had that actually lifts, and I've seen it lift up to 150 pounds, and I've seen it apply as much as 350 depending on what the soil conditions are that I'm planting into. So Ending 2021 here, I have to say that I am a fan of this planter. It's dry enough that I didn't think there was enough moisture to get the beans up in the dark dirt. A few spots where it had to get worked up, so gonna get some moisture now, at least in spots in a few circles. Could definitely use the rain later this week. Blend seed beans, 48. Corn will be all in the ground today. Taking Boss Man seed tender for him to the field, so we'll be able to fill up there. Then Jay and George are picking me up, and we all three will head to Indiana, where Jay will be doing a little work on irrigations, and George will grab the Titanic and I'll grab the planter, and we'll get them all moved back. Oh man, I got her about as deep as I want to put her. Just not a very good situation here. This is definitely gonna need a rain to come up, but I got her down as far as I want to go. They're still tiling on that side of the tree, so may or may not come back and get that later, see how the rest of the year plays out. It's right next to a ditch, but really mucky ground. Just got tiled, so then we had to work it several times to get the hunks as small as they are. But plant it as deep as I want. Good chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday, substantial amount, so see what happens. But last pass of the year coming up. Well, one less thing to worry about. Before I got out of the seat, the side dresser guy's still in my GPS receiver. This guy's stealing pins off my planters. Scavengers, I tell you, scavengers everywhere.
Well, you gotta have what you gotta have. We're doing our best trying to get International and John Deere to talk together. Maybe sometime they will. But for now, we're gonna have two satellite receivers. I'm on the roof, one's Case and one's John Deere, because we have a John Deere controller on the nitrator. They're about to get it figured out. We'll get them wired together, but we got to get parts, wiring parts, and that's a little hard to come by these days. Everything's short, but we'll get it eventually.
Well, the plant's done. I gave the red tractor a fair shot, but to be honest with you, I think we'll go back to a green. I mean, like right now. Got the ditcher out. Not the big ditcher, but not the big prairie ditcher, but the little one. We're on the old Indiana farm, as we call it, which is well, when we first started farming here in Indiana in '96, this is a farm that Dad and George bought, so we call it the old Indiana farm. But it's decent, but it's pretty flat with some really thick soil. It is tiled, but it's hard to get rid of the surface water, so really helped to run a few surface ditches. So that's what I'm doing today. Done with one job, now on to the next.
Well, today's April 27th, and we're all done planting except for 317 acres of beans. Planted one seed bean variety, and then Pioneer wanted me to hold off on that one since it's supposed to start raining a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe going to rain 2 to 3, 4 inches, but I doubt it, but that's what they're forecasting. So I'm going to quit planting for the day and see what happens the next couple of days. Since that's all we like, and it's only 27th of April, we'll wait on that. Want to go over my planter a little bit more sometime here.
I still want to put on the 48th row, and I think I can, and the main reason so I can follow the corn planting lines next year, the GPS lines, and stay right in between the corn rows with my rows. Make it fit up good, make it fit terraces better. So everything's on either 30 or 60 feet intervals. So if we can get that 48th row on there, I just watch Reese's guidelines, get on those, his from last year. Just follow those A-B lines, and I'll be right in the right spot all the time. So you don't plant right on top of the stalks. So that's going to be one of my goals. The wiring's already there. I really like the planter. So we'll see if we can get that fixed.
Yep, back in the planter. Round 2's already starting. Not a big deal. They got done tiling this side of those trees that we pointed out yesterday. Dad came down, worked it up. Could have left it, decided to go ahead and work it up, and then I'm gonna plant it real quick. Not very big, and there is rain coming, so get this done, then we'll be done with corn planting again for now. Hopefully for good till next year. Done again. Ended up being 4.12 acres. There you are. Oh, I lost you. You good? You look good. Woo, look at them beans. I think they're okay. Looking good. Corn looks good too. David's over there doing a little side dressing. Maybe we'll get a drone of him. Thursday. It rained. It all came all at once. Now it's drizzling, but hey, finally rained. Shop work.
Supervisor. Somebody is taking a lot of pictures. It's tight fit. Not moving at all.
What are you doing? Replacing bearings on a wellhead for an irrigation?
Yeah.
Yep.
4 bearings go in. This is the first one we've had apart, so it's a learning process. The things we kept trying to push off with the press, we found out turned on, threaded. So it helped a lot when we figured that out.
Good to learn things.
Now everything fits tight.
He fixed it.
You fixed it? It's fixed. Oil leak?
Barely.
Barely?
Blown O-ring. Take the hood off.
Oh,
Take the hood off to get to it.
well, that's handy.
Yeah. Oh, he did it all. I just watched.
Somebody got to supervise.
That's right.
While they're doing all that shop work, I'm doing, I am using the AFS Connect, uploading the guidance lines off my plant tractor to the AFS Connect, which it does automatically. And now I am selecting what guidance lines I had and going to send them from AFS Connect to the 500 that's doing the side dressing. So he'll have my guidance line. Well, we got this one stack of boxes, parks, what we call them. They come in, these were corn boxes. They come in 50 bags in a box, unless they're big seed, and they come in 40. Beans, which are on the other side, there's 96 of those we've done so far. They come 45 bags in a box, unless they're big seed, then they're 40. Let's see, what we just do here? 16, 22, we just did 23. I got some more on my tender we need to do. Got some more in the shed because these are treated boxes. They don't like you putting treated seed in the non-treated boxes. So when we get a treated box empty, we have treated beans and we need to do some swapping. We put them in. So I need to get some more of those out of the shed, get some off my tender, get some from Indiana. Then they'll all be parked, as we call it, and ready to send back. Oh man, oh.
Who left beans everywhere?
Not me, I'm not the bean guy.
Field.
They'll grow there. They'll probably grow there better than anywhere else.
That's probably true.
New combine in. Definitely tell the tracks are different.
Yeah, way different.
Look at the way they give. Look at this. They go this way. Look at those 2 nitrogen cylinders. Supposed to be smoother. New 9250. Yeah, they are. Oh, I hope the tractors start getting cool tracks like that. More on that later.
Takes the whole family to clean up one pickup truck.
Me and Jay brought the wellhead. It's been rebuilt. It's the chemicals in Indiana. Get some pro boxes from here, take them back home. and some empty chemicals shuttles. All right, me and Jay got the Pro boxes broken down, and he took the Haggy back to Illinois. I load up the trailer with all the empties from Indiana, strap them down, take them back. She'll make it. If she don't make it, I'll pop on here and let you know. So if you don't see anything of this, it means we made it. But remember, if you want to get you some Ivers merch, go to ivers-farms.myshopify.com. Thanks for riding with us this week. See you next week.